Hi, this is Jesse Liberty for Pluralsight, and this module is Consuming REST Services with JSON. Xamarin supports a number of approaches to consuming web services. They can be based on REST, WCF, or SOAP, but we're going to focus in on using REST-based services. REST has the advantage of being simple and running on any platform, and it plays well with JSON. We're going to go to the GeoNames web service and pick their Find Nearby Weather. And we're going to use the JSON version of that web service. This is what we get back. You can see that there's a weather observations object, and then within that we have the familiar JSON name value pairs. So clouds has few clouds, and so forth. We have a station name, humidity, wind speed, temperature, etc. We're going to use some of those, but we're going to start by creating a model object that has a property for each of the properties in this set of name value pair. So we'll create a weather observation class. And one thing to note is that in the JSON, everything is a string, but we can, of course, turn them into whatever type we want. So we can make temperature a long and so forth. Now, this is a partial version of the weather observation class. We'll see the entire class when we look at building the code, but you get the idea of what's here. This is the key code. We have the HTTP communication through HTTP client. Once we have that, we can provide it with the URL of the web service. We can then go get the data asynchronously from the web service and check that in fact we were successful in getting that, because ensure success status code will throw an exception if we have an error. So this is the essence of how we get the data. Here's how we deserialize the data using JSON. We call JSON convert.deserializeObject. We tell it what type of object it is, and we give it the string, which is the set of JSON, and it will swizzle that right into a weather result object. Once we have our data in a object, we can go ahead and assign station name, elevation, temperature, and humidity, and so forth based on the data in that object. Notice for temperature, by the way, it's returned in Celsius, so we're converting it to Fahrenheit. If you take Celsius times 9/5 and add 32, you get the temperature in Fahrenheit, which is more convenient for those of us in the United States. Let's look at a quick demo that shows REST and JSON.